Hey Cancer placements, how are you guys doing? All right, so getting right into it. We're going to be doing a surrender series. Ooh, are you guys resting? Are you guys taking it easy? Isolating a little bit, maybe filling your own cup? Okay, interesting. We're going to be doing a surrender series this time around. Haven't really done that before. We're going to be doing a general read, take it as it resonates, check your other signs, or your placements rather, sun, moon, and rising. We are going to do a general read, overall energy, challenge, guidance, and then we're going to be wrapping it up in a nutshell with my surrender deck here, and we're going to title that as the name of the reading. This keeps coming out. That's interesting. It's not at the bottom of the deck before shuffling. All right, Cancer placements. Let's see. For your highest and greatest good, I do set the intention that whenever you come across this, you do walk away with something for you. Don't force the messages. You will know if they're meant for you. Simple as that. Links are below if you'd like to support me by donating, following on Instagram, purchasing a reading, product, or service. Let's get into it. Lovers. Okay, for some of y'all, this is going to be a completely love-based reading. For all of y'all, there's some type of decision that needs to be made, some choice that needs to be made. And I do see that there is the dire need to bring yourself back to homeostasis, balance and equilibrium. What have you been doing that's not nourishing both feminine and masculine energies? What choices have you been making that have led to said imbalance? Also feels like you've just been making a series of choices and decisions. Just a lot of it's fate, a lot of it's free will. And honestly, when you break them down together, it's a bit of both. Cancer placements, please. Overall energy, what have they been going through? Honestly, the worst is behind you, but you may still be reliving it. 222 as I said that. So I think maybe even questioning your choices that have led you to this point, right? And then what do I do from here, given this is where I may be at? What are you beating yourself up about? What has already happened is already dead. Saying you're beating a dead horse. I hate that saying. I really do, but it's coming through. So it resonates with someone, even one person. That's basically what's happening here. What have you not let go of, even though it's already deceased? What are you ruminating on, really? What are you dwelling on? Overall energy. Heavy swords energy. Only really suit out besides this major arcana. What have you blocked yourself up to so much because of you staying in this stagnancy due to this Ten of Swords? Whatever this circumstance or series of unfortunate events really has led you to stay here. Now, that just being the overall energy, really, let's get the challenges, right? Let's get even more. What are the challenges here for Cancer placements? Love, I told you. This might also just be partnerships in general, relationships in general. I feel like many of you have just been let down by not just one person. I feel like you have been being let down kind of back to back, correct me if I'm wrong. And striking a balance between your relationships might also be quite literally a challenge for you. Take a sip of water with me, guys. Yeah. Balancing your relationships between romantic and friends and family. Are you putting too much emphasis on one or the other? Or everything else but one? Also might be a theme. Because remember I did mention finding and striking a balance. challenge. Oh, yeah, wow, okay. Happiness is a challenge for you. Success is a challenge for you. Letting yourself have it is a challenge for you. Seeing the bright side, being optimistic has been a challenge for you. Being childlike, really just living. Wow, that's heavy, guys. The challenge for Cancer placement. There's not really much else to say with that. Okay, yeah, so the lack of nurturing yourself, the lack of putting your needs and your accomplishments and needing to do what you need to do first, needing to do for yourself first, excuse me. That's why this is happening. The betrayal, the disappointment that's reflected back to you through your different relationships is just reflecting the biggest one of all. You doing it to yourself. If you are taking care of yourself the way that you should be, oh, they're calling you out. They're calling you out. If you are taking care of yourself the way that you need to from the get-go, and no matter what happened with these other people and situations, then you wouldn't be so butthurt right now, and you would be able to move on past this. They're giving you tough love. Oof. This why me thing, this victim mentality, it's not a cute look, guys. If you know me, then you know that I give the messages as they come out. So if the tough love is coming out, then it's coming out. If it's meant to be delivered a bit more compassionately, it will be. But right now, they're saying it's time to get up. What good is it doing you by staying here? What good? It's like all these clouds, cloud of judgment, the dark of the night. It's only up here, really symbolizing to me it's all in your head. If you let go of it, there's this crystal clear sky right there. There's this water, the mountains here. There's stuff yet for you to explore, but you're looking at it from glass half empty versus half full. That's all I'm going to say about that part, at least. Okay, guidance. Let's get right into it. Fill your own cup. Fill your own damn cup. Pray for it. Literally be like, yo, what can I do to better myself? What can I do to make myself feel more joyful and lively and be out here not just surviving, but thriving again? How can I give myself the love that I keep wishing to receive from others, the universe, everything else but myself? How can I fill it for myself? Look, if you take a hard, deep dive look into your own cup, into yourself, you will see how empty it is, how dusty it is, how crusty it is, how full it is. It doesn't matter. What it reflects back to you is going to be always a reflection of what's already around you. And it's not because it starts from without. It starts from within. As within, so without. If you're constantly taking care of this cup, I promise you, there will be people that bring cups that are already full, and you pour back and forth, and you enjoy, and there's harmony, and there's love, and there's memories, and there's fondness, and there's childlike emotions, experiences, fulfilling experiences, which lead to more of this. Choices. Yeah, I said what I said. You will have choices. If you feel that your love life has been dead, this is why. If you feel that there's just nothing moving forward for you despite of you wanting and knowing that it's meant for you, this is why. You're not addressing the core issues of what this really entails. What does this Ace of Cup entail? I know there's many readers out here that will be like, oh, new love is coming. Oh, this person's going to come back. You know what? A lot of people don't remember that this has to do with self. This also has to do with intuition and emotions. Nothing can move forward with anyone unless you take care of your own cup first. 10-10 as I said that. Okay? Let's get 2 more. Guidance for Cancer placements, please. And yeah, for many of you, maybe something is coming in, but it's only going to be because of the own work you do of like making sure that you show up as a partner for yourself first. Are you even a good partner? If someone comes around, if an opportunity, if choices come around, let's say, are you even going to be able to sustain it? Are you going to be able to really pour from a place of peace, of love, of being unconditional? Or is it going to just be I'm just going to take? Are you going to give anything in return that's of value? What are you bringing to the table, right? Is the question that's really asked these days. And honestly, like, if you can't answer that with the things that you also want to receive from a person, you have your answer. Know what your worth is and stop looking for it and seeking for it in other situations. 1111, as I said that. I can't. All the numbers are showing up for you. And you keep saying it and relating it to, it being tied to a person. And really, no. Your angels are just speaking to you about your own journey. And you're misinterpreting the messages. Spirit always speaks to us, guys, especially if we're actively asking. But how we interpret those answers are not always just what we want to hear. Dig a little deeper than that. It doesn't have to be related to someone. We are not here to have a human experience for the sake of it having to just be with someone else, and so all those messages have to do with someone else. Get out of this delulu. You're only going to hurt yourself more and stay stuck more in this energy. What's meant for you is meant for you. No one can take that from you. If it's gone, let it be gone. You do you. Those messages that come through, those synchronicities that come through, learn to take a step back from whatever you are dying for it to mean and desperately wanting it to mean, and ask yourself how it actually just pertains to you and your own journey, irrelevant to someone else. Guidance. Okay. They're really... Okay. Interesting. This has a guidance message. I might have to get a clarifier for that. Let's get another one, and then I'm going to circle back to that one. Guidance for Cancer placements, please. 1 card at a time. Healing. I like it. Getting what you want and healing. Okay. So Knight of Wands, really, right? Usually... this really is a sign of passion. Excuse me? Confirmation. What have you lost your lust in life for, right? Like your zest. Where's that zest? That like, oh, this makes me feel so alive. That has nothing to do with anyone else. What is it that sparks joy for you? That sparks and piques interest for you and only you, and makes you feel just like, just joyful and like your cup is full. You need to go more towards that, because that is where you're going to have your own healing and get everything that you desire, including this relationship, including this type of dynamic that you're yearning for. Because this has to stop. That has to be addressed. I'm telling you, it's on the other side of that. Look at that. Opposing energies right there. You can't have both. Both can't exist in the same place. You have to pick. I told you have to make a decision, right? You have to pick what you want and then stick to it. And it's okay. You'll fluctuate. You'll ebb and flow. But majority of where our thoughts and frequency is what our reality is. And your majority of thoughts and frequencies has been leaning towards this side, which is why it's reflecting as your current energy over here, right? You want more of this, you got to focus on more of it, because it's coming. This is your challenge. That's a good thing. Knowing what's not working for you is a good thing. Knowing what you don't need to do is a good thing. Do the opposite. You got very clear messages about what you need to do, so do them. What's the excuse now? Ooh, yeah. What's the excuse now, Cancer? You can cry about it. You can scream about it. You can get mad about it. But then what are you going to do about it after that? Are you just going to continue doing that? Because it's not changing your circumstances. Clearly. Surrender message to tie this entire reading into a nutshell. For Cancer placements. If we get, we did not get a repeat, so we're keeping it. Whoa, okay. Really? Surrender your desire to control people. That's really what it boils down to. When you're not allowing the other people around you, those relationships we referred to have their own free will choice, you want it a specific way, and you're upset and resentful that they're not doing what you want, this is what it really boils down to, is like, you have to remember that people have their own free will. They're allowed to make their own mistakes. They're allowed to make their own choices. They're allowed to think what they want. They're allowed to have their own feelings and experiences just like you are. Now, I kind of want to revisit, because they're kind of pinging me here, right? I want to revisit this notion of stop tying synchronicities to just one person, right? Also, stop tying everything that comes up as a justification as to why you're right versus why that person is in the wrong and they need to learn a little something and you can give it to them. Ooh. Did you hear what I said? Did you really hear it? Rewind and listen again. Yeah. You always don't know what's best for other people. You can only know what's best for yourself. Pull your energy back from worrying so much about what other people are doing and not doing. Show up for yourself. Okay? Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. There you go. All right, guys. That's literally it. There's enough said, literally. Let me know how these messages resonate in the comments below. Once again, my links are down there. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you guys. I promise it gets better. I promise. I really do. There'll be a little bit of turmoil, but it changes after that. I promise. Oh, look at that. I did not give anyone else a sneak peek of the bottom of the deck or cut the deck like that, so I felt like you guys needed it though. Okay? I love you guys. Hang in there.